What up, boys? How you guys doing today? We got hecka more roster swaps and things of that nature coming up. You know, we kind of actually have a mixed bag of stuff going on in this video. We got players retiring. We've got people looking for teams. We've got roster swaps. We got it all, man. But I got to decide which one to talk about first. So, which one will I do? Shuttle. Let's talk about Shuttle. He made this tweet last night where he says he's looking for a team, which is kind of upsetting in a few different ways. One, because Shuttle is a great freaking player. I don't like seeing him not having a team. It just feels wrong. But the other upsetting aspect is that he's only been playing in Challenger League. So to see him not playing when he was just playing in Challenger League, I don't know, it just feels more wrong. Shuttle was primarily known for playing on Rogue. I'm sure most of you viewers out there know that already, but Rogue had a bit of a rough patch for a few months where Shuttle's performance was like noticeably worse than the rest of the time. So I think that kind of tarnished his reputation a little bit, but he is like low-key kind of bouncing back. He was really standing out in Challenger League, so it's kind of a shame to see him in this situation, but like, honestly, I feel like North American teams should just be hopping on this dude. Like, don't sleep on Shuttle. He's a damn good player. Even Super agrees. He says that this man has won 2 events in the past year and was one of the best fraggers in NA when I was on Rogue. People seem to have forgotten about the talent Shuttle has because of a few bad months on Rogue, and if you haven't been watching Challenger League playoffs, Shuttle's back, give him a shot. And Super honestly kind of worded it perfectly. Like, I low-key miss the old Rogue squad with like Super, Shuttle, Slash, Vertical, or even when they had like Eclipse and Easily. Like, I just miss Rogue in general. I think they were pretty much one of my favorite North American teams, at least in Siege. But then that just kind of fizzled a little bit because they just kind of fell off. But yeah, anyway, Super is correct, okay? Shuttle is too damn good to not be on a team, and that kind of brings us to our next point. Who the heck is going to pick him up? Reciprocity seems to be a likely candidate, and he would be reunited with Vertical in that case, which would also mean that he'd have Foxay on the same team and Laxing, which could make Reciprocity a very strong frag-heavy team, honestly. Or maybe he would consider something like Luminosity because, I don't know, they have been kind of inconsistent as of recent. But if they made a few roster changes and actually, what if they brought Shuttle in? Yeah, then they would have Shuttle and Slash. Or if they just moved Slash out to another team to be with Shuttle or something. I don't know. Maybe I just have like Rogue goggles on and I just want to see them back together. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I have no doubt that he will find a good team. Shuttle will find a good team. That is what's important here. But our second point of discussion today, MarkTheShark, has been confirmed, actually, according to ESL, their little webpage thing, to be now a part of Tempo Storm. Quick, everyone, act surprised. It's been rumored for a while now. You know, people on Reddit kind of caught on pretty quickly. We've theorized that this is going to happen for a little while, and it happened. So yeah, Tempo Storm recently lost Filthy earlier in the month, but they have been running the same roster since its inception. So maybe bringing in Mark will kind of give them a little bit of freshness and, you know, some spiciness that they've been needing because Mark also does have IGL experience, so maybe he could bring something new to the team. And finally, our last topic today, Vandal announced his retirement from Siege. He played for Rise Nation last and said that there were days where he would just be straight up happier working a full-time job at a pharmaceutical company, but playing professionally is just actually stressing him out way too much, and he's been struggling and losing too much, so he doesn't want to do it anymore. Not to mention, this guy's a father, so this guy's been trying to juggle. I think someone's calling my phone. This isn't fair. Never mind. No one's calling. So yeah, he's been trying to juggle like playing this game at the same time of being a father, and that's really tough to do because when you're a professional gamer, I think you guys have seen those videos of, you know, like what they actually do and how their training regimens are. They play a lot of freaking video games. They play so many video games, like several hours a day, which is nothing crazy, but you know, when you're trying to juggle real life and video games and probably playing games for at least 8 hours a day, probably more, that gets a little hectic. But Vandal says that he's 26 and there's just too many young gunners running around that are just pretty much out-fragging all the veterans, which is a rising trend actually, as the age of esports players or pro esports players gets smaller and smaller as time goes on. So we'll be seeing a lot of the older characters kind of transitioning out of esports and, you know, into blue-collar jobs or something. But in that same post by Vandal, he says he gives a shout out to a few different pro players that he's played with, but most notably, he actually points out Shuttle. He says that Shuttle, out of all else, deserved more than Challenger League and more than the other players, and he says that pretty much deserved Pro League. So if that doesn't give you an idea of how good he is, well, it should. Shuttle's a damn good player. But thank you for watching. It's kind of unfortunate to see Vandal retiring, but I think he was kind of getting to that age, you know? I think it's about 25 where you start really like losing all of your reflexes and you pretty much just have a straight up harder time playing video games just because your body just kind of sucks over time. So yeah, for that reason, it's not very common to see older pros. Even 26 is kind of a bit late for you know, the standard. I think most people are around 20, so about there. So good job, Vandal. You still kind of did what you did, and I wish you luck for your future and your future endeavors. And, you know, I just hope you find peace in whatever you start doing. But, hey, that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be seeing you all very soon. So, take it easy. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.